Bandidos, Tux here. It's that time of the year where the Chillout mask is now available. And I know you're looking for some great builds so that you can put it to work. And I got one for you. This build is extremely lethal, very resilient, and definitely checks the fun box. And it's your lucky day because today I'm gonna show you how to make it. Let's do it. The Chillout mask is available every year during the holiday event, and it's pretty easy to get. All you need to do is farm the loot goblin who's wearing a Santa hat during the holiday event. And by defeating him, you get to roll the dice at a chance to get a Chillout mask. So let's take a look at this warlock.
Entering dog zone.
So the Chillout is a named Healer Guard mask. It comes with 5% total armor, pretty basic there. It's gonna come with the armor core as usual, and then the attribute will be random. Now, what's special about the Chillout mask is that it gives you an extra mod slot in place of an attribute slot. And that allows you to make more flexible builds using your mods. And that means more unique builds because there's many mods that can't be found as an available attribute, like protection from elites that you see here. Now, in order to make the build I'm featuring today, you're gonna need a Chillout mask with an armor core, and then you're gonna wanna roll skill damage on it. This build should be relatively easy for new players to farm. None of the pieces are that hard to acquire. What's also really special about this build is it's gonna allow you to break out a weapon that's really fun to use and probably rarely used by you, but it's the Sweet Dreams. And who are you to disagree? Says that outcast engineer. So basically what this weapon does is it allows you to instantly kill non-elites with a melee attack. And the cooldown is 15 seconds, which is a really good cooldown for that. So one hit kill non-elites. So that's purple and reds. And what's really special about this build with this shotgun is that you got such resilience that even in legendary, you can run around like a madman and swipe out those non-elites. And that makes this build extremely good for legendary and challenging content. Heroic open world content, it's almost purely elites and there's not that many non-elites. So you're not gonna be using the Sweet Dreams as much. Now, if you're going to be doing heroic missions, then it's absolutely great because there's a good balance of both elites and non-elites in heroic missions. So heroic missions, legendary missions, anything challenging, this build will work for you. The other weapon you're going to want to use is the test subject. Pretty easy to farm. Just farm assault rifles to get this. It's a named assault rifle. I got crit chance mod here, another crit chance mod there, and then just a larger mag. And then I have the skin, the Morovia skin, which is pretty cool, by the way. I got damage to targets so that'll cover on mine, assault rifle damage, health damage as usual. There's a little bit of expertise, but that's just random. Reload time 2.2 seconds, but the perfectly in sync is what you're after. That's 40% weapon damage and skill damage. Pairs up nicely with the attack skills that we're using. So I'm using the ballistic assault turret. It's a tier 6. As you can see, it's 108,000 damage before build buffs. And then the striker drone at 67,000 before build buffs as well. Those skills are gonna get the 40% buff coming from perfect in sync, and then there's the rest of the buffs off of the build. Okay, let's take a look at the chest piece. So we're running Brazos. We're gonna be running 2 pieces of this. So the first one's giving the skill haste. The second one will open up a skill tier. That allows us to add some resilience to the build in a form of armor, and then skill damage and skill haste and more protection from elites. So you've seen me use 13% protection from elites. Don't worry about that. If you have 12 or 11%, those are fine. Trust me, they really are. These are glamour mods, really. They're these perfect mods. They're rare, they're hard to get, but if you are looking to farm them, I would go to Countdown nowadays. Go to Countdown, set your targeted loot to mods, and farm your heart's content. That's the best shot at getting those. Whether challenging or heroic probably doesn't really matter. And then the talent I have is kinetic momentum. So basically you're gonna get 15% skill damage for each of your skills out of this. You don't have to have skill haste here. You can also do armor regen. Okay, our second piece of Brazos is the Picaro's holster. So I got skill damage, weapon damage, and a skill tier. So this should be an easy one to farm. The knees are the Emperor's Guard knee pads, and that's a Murakami, so you get 20% skill duration, helpful for our skills, right? It naturally comes with the skill tier, so that makes this one really easy to farm. It's got an armor regen, and then I put skill damage on it. So just get this and re-roll that free attribute. The catch to this one is it is a Dark Zone exclusive item, so the best way to get it if you don't go into the Dark Zone is to basically farm named item caches. You can do that through global events and earn those red stars and then buy the named item caches with those red stars. Or if there's not a global event active, then you can just play Countdown, earn credits through Countdown, and then go to the Countdown vendor and buy named item caches. However, that is going to be dependent on RNG. Who knows what you're going to get in those caches, but you do need the Emperor's Guard knee pads eventually, and farm for lots of different variations, some with crits, so you can put a red core or an armor core on these. They're very handy for that armor regen. But if you don't want to go that route, you can easily just swap this piece out for a Bellstone. So using this Bellstone as an example, Bellstone has armor regen up there in the brand set attribute, maybe even better. And so you're gonna lose the skill duration, but that's not much of a loss because of our backpack. We'll get into that. So you would want this, and what you would want is one that already has armor regen and skill damage already on it, so you can swap in a skill tier. Because you don't want to run too much armor, you want to make sure you're running around with 6 skill tiers.
Hey Bandidos, the community we have built together wouldn't have been possible without you. So as a thank you for supporting my channel, I am bringing you the hookup on member perks, including even more Division 2 content and the celebrated gaming music playlists. If you're not part of Tuxes Players Club, now is your chance.
For the gloves, I am running an improvised glove. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want that extra protection from elites mod there. This complements the Chillout mask. And so we got a skill tier and skill damage, armor regen, and protection from elites. Now you don't have to have that armor regen there. It's sort of the best for this build because I'm loading up on that regen. But if you had skill haste there, that's okay too. Or even explosive resistance. So you can make improvised gear at the crafting bench, and this is one of the easier ones to actually craft because skill tiers aren't leveled, so it's either a skill tier or not a skill tier. So you're just looking one with skill tier and skill damage on it, which isn't that hard to farm. However, it does cost resources to craft these, so watch out for that. If you don't want to make these, you could also put on another Bellstone here, a second piece of Bellstone, or a Murakami with similar stats, or maybe even a Wyvern. So you have lots of options here, but I'm going for that protection from elites, and that's why that's here. So the Memento is absolutely elemental for this build to work. So it's got weapon damage and an armor core and a skill tier. I got protection from elites on here. We're playing into the short-term buffs with this build, so you really want to take advantage of that as much as you can. We're also doing the melee thing, which means, yeah, you're going to be in the enemy's face, but as soon as you swipe and kill them, you're also going to get that short-term buff trophy. So your time to kill is extremely fast, right? Because it's one hit, one kill. And so you just got to watch your running paths to kind of make sure you're taking flanks and stuff like that. That's how you make best use of this build. You'll see me running directly at enemies. That's because I might already have the bonus armor, or I'm really confident I'm going to get to them and get that kill. But the enemies are fast, so they could be shooting at you while they're running away. So look out for that, because that can get you in trouble. So when we kill them, we get 5% weapon damage per red core on short-term buffs, 10% bonus armor per blue core. That's what we're after, and more skill efficiency. Remember, we're running 6 skill tiers, so that's 30% skill efficiency on a single swipe. So it's like putting your skills on a mini overcharge. That's really powerful and cannot be dismissed. The short-term buffs for the Memento, I mean, there's very little in this game like it. Very powerful things. Every time we get a kill, we are grabbing that trophy and pushing 30% skill efficiency, which is skill damage, skill haste, skill duration, and more to each of these skills. That means you're gonna get even better at killing as you're killing. And so I recommend staying near your skills though, because they are what allows you to run out of cover. They're gonna pull aggro from you. They're gonna distract the enemies so that you can run up and bop them in the head with your shotgun. And also when you get that kill, you're gonna get that bonus armor, which is being protected by the protection from elites. So that bonus armor ends up lasting longer. So we got 1.4 million base armor on this build. We got 3 blue cores, so that's 30% in bonus armor. That's armor on kill effectively. And it's gonna last longer because of that protection from elites, so that you can make it to that next guy and just keep stacking that bonus armor and get really tanky really fast. And on the long-term side of the buffs coming off the Memento, we're gonna have the 30% weapon damage, which is gonna be helpful for your assault rifle. You're gonna have 3% armor regen, which is gonna be how you heal. And remember, we got the Murakami, so you're gonna have a total of 4% armor regen, not counting the minor armor regen attributes. And then you're gonna have 30% skill efficiency when you have 30 trophies collected over time. And so every time you pick up the short-term buffs, you're adding that on top of the base 30% skill efficiency from the backpack. So yeah, you're both resilient and you are a killer too. I'm running Technician for the specialization. That's going to give you additional damage to enemy tech and also an extra skill tier, so you can run extra armor on your build. And it's also giving you a little bit more skill damage as well. Stats wise, there's not really much to see, so I don't really have anything to show you there. And you don't have to go running around like a madman. Remember, you got cover to cover. You can stay in cover and play in cover, but you're just going to want to play close nearby and be the tip of spear for your team so that you can get out, knock somebody over the head with your shotgun, pop back in cover. You really want to make good use of that, sweet dreams. And you're gonna have fun doing it. Trust me, in legendary content, there's so many non-elites. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit there.
Incoming hostiles. hostiles detected.
I have a ton of really good chill out mask builds that I've created for you. So hit the like on this video, subscribe, and be sure to hit your notification bell so you don't miss out.
Tried to get away, didn't she? So the healing station taxi your priorities, right? Tank. Good shot. Somebody sniped them. You... Nope. Are you not in the lead? You aren't in the lead. Oh, wrong gun. Wrong gun. There we go. Hold on. There we go. Oh, shit. Come on. I got him. Going upstairs to get these guys out to you. You okay? You with me? Yeah, there you are. VL Jack, let's make our way around the circle and just go take away all those boxes while they're doing that. Oh, I can do this by myself too, actually. Okay, got it. Gonna go to the next one here. Yo, Jack. I left my drone for him. Thanks, Yo, Jack. I like how you roll, man. Like that, cabron. You do this all day, all day. Got Bill, just Bill's back. Got your back, Bill. I got your back. I got him, I got him. Oh, you got him, you got him. You don't want to go up there, man. That's where all the bad guys are. Or the good guys. Good job, VL. Coming in a clutch. Oh, he was inside that box. That's a cheater move if I've ever seen one, huh?
Son of a bitch, it actually worked.
Thank you for hanging out with me today. My name is TuxedoBandido, and this was another episode of The Division 2. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The Division 2. And if you like builds like this, check out the recommended build video I have here for you. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
Follow me.
I get it.